Hey there, Canuckleheads. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight we are going to do meatloaf. A lot of people wonder, like they think about making meatloaf but they never really do it. I didn't realize how easy it was until I started. So, to start with, we are going to put in roughly 4 pounds of meat. And it's a 50-50 split, okay? Half lean ground pork. Make sure it's lean. All right. So that is roughly 2 pounds of ground pork. Add to that roughly 2 pounds of lean ground beef. Then 2 unborn chickens. Two cups of breadcrumbs. If you don't have breadcrumbs sitting around, toast something up, buns, bread, whatever. Throw it in a blender. 2 cups. I'm doing a double recipe here. All right, so everything I'm talking about here, half it if you're just doing for like a normal family. So 1 pound of ground beef, 1 pound of ground pork, 1 cup of breadcrumbs. Okay. 2 small onions. Now you want them rough chopped. Alright, I'm not going to take the time to rough chop them myself, because I got a gizmo for that. Okay, and again, you want them rough chopped. Okay, you don't want to mince them. The onions add a little bit of texture. And that, my friends, is all you need to make meatloaf. Now you get messy. And you get in there and start blending. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We're going to add some extra spice here. Now I've been working on one. This is normally where I would add danos. Right? I love danos. For my non-American friends, my Canadian friends who don't really have access to danos, I've been working on an alternative. It is nowhere near danos, but it's a start and it's something that you can make at home. Okay, so we're going to add a generous sprinkling of this. This is, and I'll throw the recipe in the, here we go, in the comments. But roughly speaking, we're looking at about 3 tablespoons of poultry seasoning, 2 teaspoons of lemon pepper, 3 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, a teaspoon of mustard powder, pinch of cumin, pinch of cayenne, about a teaspoon of salt, and some orange zest. Okay? And it's, we'll call it danos adjacent. Now we're going to start putting it in pans. Get that out of the way. So I'm going to make a bunch of individual ones because, well, I live at home and you can freeze this. And there's going to be enough here for probably at least one big one as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your meat, put it in your pan, whatever size you've got. You're going to press it down. Okay, you want to get it into the corners. Fairly flat top. Okay. Now, tonight I am only going to cook 3 of the small ones because I want to try a couple of different flavor profiles with them. Okay, so we're going to take them, and throw them on a baking sheet just because it's a lot easier to take them in and out of the oven that way. We've got our oven preheated to 350. We're going to throw it in for a half an hour. Okay, guys. So it's been a half an hour. We're going to pull our meatloaf out. All right. And I'm going to try 3 different toppings on this. Okay. First off, we're going to use the Glaze's barbecue dipping sauce, the original. Okay. Just drizzle that on. I'm going to spread that around in a minute. I'm also going to do the barbecue dipping sauce, the extra spicy. And for the last one, we're just going to do straight up ketchup. But we're going to top it with the new Danos Primo. Unfortunately, I do not have a makeup for this one. This has, it's all black. It's black pepper, black garlic, black onions, cumin. Really looking forward to seeing how that one tastes. Okay, so just going to baste this with, and you can baste your meatloaf with whatever you want. So we're starting with the Glaze's original, which still has a pretty good kick to it. My middle one, like I said, is the spicy. And the last one is ketchup and Primo. And back in the oven we go for about another half an hour. All right, so we've been in the oven for another half hour. I flipped it over to broil for the last 2 minutes or so. They're looking great. We're going to pull them out and we're going to let them rest for about 5 minutes. All right, Canuckleheads, so we've been resting for a little over 5 minutes. Let's grab us a plate, which I conveniently have right here. So, get one of each. I'm actually going to test it right in here so that I know which one's which. So this is the original Glaze's. You see it's still pretty hot. Very hot. So it's very tasty. It's got just a little bit of a zest to it. Let's try the Glaze's extra hot. Yeah, on the meatloaf, that's got a little bit of a back burn. You don't taste it immediately. Then it starts to creep up on your tongue. It's really, really good. And then the Danos ketchup, or the ketchup and Danos Primo. Oh, that was awesome. So good. Sweet with the ketchup, and then peppery with the Danos. Man, this Primo will go on just about anything. So we're going to plate up some mashed potatoes. Perfect. All right, guys. Canadian mental health, or men's mental health, link in the profile. You've heard me talk about it before. So very important. Thank you very much. I love you all. Be good to each other.